Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about the stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking a bit of a risk with this one. I know it. I'm okay with it. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's a super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm not inside my truck. I'm actually inside my back room today, which means we get the Peter Can Thunderbolt poster back there. We got a mask over there. There's some mouthwash over there. Don't you worry about it. It actually serves no purpose anymore. I was using it as I had a bunch of CDs lined up over there, and I was using it just to keep them in place, but the CDs have moved, and I really should move that after I do this review. But anyway, aside from that, folks, I am doing something else, and what is that? I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Red Star shirt. Which, if you are unfamiliar with the band Red Star, yeah, it's probably pretty reasonable if I'm being realistic. They've been around for a few years now. I believe they're out of, I want to say Michigan, maybe? Or maybe that was just like some of the members. Basically, I ran into these guys in 2023. They were one of the opening bands for another band that I was there to see. I really enjoyed their show. I thought they were really awesome. After everything was said and done, I bought some merch. I spent a little time chatting with them. They were extremely cool guys. I actually liked them so much that I went over there and I got some video of their performance. Those videos are on this channel as well, just in case maybe you're interested in some neat music stuff. They are a super cool band, though. Absolutely check them out. Interesting Brandon Wenzel sad fact, I was supposed to be seeing them today. In fact, I should be seeing them essentially right now, but I inadvertently fucked up my truck. Hopefully it will be repairable. Like, it's not super duper bad, like I didn't crash into anything or anything, but yeah, unfortunately I just couldn't get it repaired by, the end of today, so. But absolutely check these guys out. Support them, they're really cool. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why am I taking a bit of a risk? Well, one of my super adorable hamsters is right behind me. Hi, little girl. It's my little girl, Aisha. She's super cute. All my hamsters are super cute, but she's a very good girl. I would show her to you, but she's not a super sociable ham. Anyway, what am I trying for you today? Why is it a bit of a risk? Because, folks, I headed back out to, Sarpino's Pizzeria. Yeah, which I've reviewed a couple of their items on the past. This happens to be their, let's get a thing for the thing. This is their boom! It is, ha 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 ha! This is their new hot honey pizza. Because, folks, hot honey is the thing in 2024. So much so I have an entire playlist called Hot Honey 24. And I have a little jingle, which is Hot Honey 24. We got what you're looking for. When I saw that they had this available, I figured, fuck it, man. I'll go over there and I'll pick it up and try it. It consists of hot honey infused with chilies, Sarpino's pizza sauce, feta, pepperoni, signature cheese blend, and topped with Mike's hot honey. Yeah, okay. We'll see how it goes. I've not been spectacularly in love with Sarpino's in the past, but that could always change. So, let's go ahead and let's grab ourselves a piece of pizza. Got some feta, got some pepperoni. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think this might be the best Sarpino's pizza I've had. like just from that one bite. Because the thing is, part of the problem you run into with Sarpinos is, regardless of what toppings they put on it, like I reviewed their Chicago hot dog pizza, which had like Chicago hot dog toppings on it, which was interesting. But it's less about the ingredients they put on it and more about just the quality of the pizza itself that kind of hurts Sarpinos, because they are, for all intents and purposes, like kind of a fast food pizza chain, along the lines of your Domino's and your Pizza Huts and whatever. Um, but yeah, their pizza has never really enthralled me, and it definitely feels like cheaper pizza, if I'm being honest. Uh, this, I don't know if it's just the way it was prepared, or maybe I caught them on a good day or something. This actually does taste better than I've had in the past. Um, in terms of, again, just like the quality of the pizza itself. Now, I'm not saying it's anything fantastic. It's probably along the lines of, say, like a Little Caesars. That's kind of a similar vibe to it. It's definitely nothing exceptional. But as for the toppings themselves, I actually really like it. Um, I'm a big fan personally of one of my other hamsters is around. I can hear them. I have hamsters, by the way. Where was I going with this? I really like sweet and savory as a flavor combination. Provided you do it the right way, and it works within a nice sort of contrasting aspect. I think it can be wonderful. It's genuinely one of my favorite flavor combinations. In this, you do get a little bit of sweetness of that, because you kind of get a mix of the sweet, the savory, and then a little bit of the spiciness. It's mostly just the savory, but you do get a little bit of a sweetness, kind of like a little edge of the sweetness, and it's kind of nice because again, it sort of creates that contrast. There's not, I will say, there's not a lot in the way of heat. But you can taste the chilies. Genuinely, you can taste the chili in there. I think my biggest gripe with it is I would have liked a little bit more heat. But I also understand they're trying to keep a balance to the whole thing. I can kind of get down with it. I also like the feta. Um, that's kind of an unexpected thing, like I wouldn't have at a glance, I wouldn't have paired that with everything else going on. But it's nice because like you get this occasional burst of feta, when you bite into like a nice little chunk of it, and it's a strong flavor. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say flat out, this is my favorite Sarpino's pizza I've ever had. The overall pizza quality itself seems a little bit better than I've had in the past. Again, it's still nothing excellent, but credit where credit is due. Um, and just in terms of like the way they put the flavors together and stuff, well, it's not exactly what I would have hoped from a hot honey pizza. I can also give them credit for again just trying to blend it, in such a way where nothing is going to be left out. Everything is going to kind of work within. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Um, you know what? And this might be a first for Sarpino's Pizza for me. I'm going to go with yes and yes. It is not particularly fantastic pizza overall, but it's competent enough. It falls in that fast food pizza line. Again, somewhere along the lines of like a Little Caesars. I do wish that the hot honey had played a bigger role, but the role that it does play is still nice. It is unique. I've never, I've had hot honey on plenty of stuff. Like I said, I have an entire playlist. But being utilized the way that it is, even if it's maybe not highlighted to the extent I would have liked, I do like the uniqueness of it, and I do like that sweet, savory, and then with the chilies and the feta, I can actually get down with it. Um, if I'm recommending it to somebody else, it's not anything outstanding. It's nothing you should go out of your way for. And realistically, there's so much better pizza out there than Sarpino's, even with, again, this being basically the best Sarpino's pizza I've had. But I do kind of like this one. I think it's kind of fun. Yeah, I would go over there. I wouldn't recommend it above most other places, but even if you're sort of considering, again, kind of the fast food pizza chains and stuff, it's not as cheap as Little Caesars. It's probably not quite as good as Pizza Hut or Domino's. But if you want to try this particular one out, I do think it's fun, and I like the way that it's constructed. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly hot honey-tastic rest of your life. Because again, hot honey 24, we got what you're looking for. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. I want you to go over there, if you happen to have a vehicle that, you're in charge of, and you decide that you're going to go over there and, top off the oil on it, you make 100% sure that the oil that you're putting in your vehicle is the oil that you specifically want in your vehicle. Because that's exactly what happened to me. I went over there. I know what type of oil goes in my vehicle. I've put oil in my vehicle any number of times. But when I went to go buy the oil for my vehicle from the place, I just went over there and grabbed what looked like the thing and wasn't paying enough attention. And I ended up putting diesel oil into my truck. That was a bad plan. Don't do that no matter what you do, unless you have a diesel truck, in which case then there you go.